So I'm watching Buffy, which is good. They've rotated out Grimm and put Buffy, which is good. I've seen every episode of Grimm. I've also seen every episode of Buffy. That was like 20 years ago, though, so it's different. Oh, one second. Things have been going okay, I suppose. I guess my spirit's been getting stronger and stronger. All kinds of annoying stuff is happening, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just not getting to me. I was feeling nostalgic. Today I heard the theme of True Blood in my head, know all the words, and it's so vividly playing in my head. Oh, I just remember the days of watching True Blood, days in my old apartment. I mean, it was a miserable life, but drink Everclear every night, make YouTube videos, and it's like, there's no real important thing I gotta do. Here's what's different from that time. I used to have all of these impulses. It's like I wanted to do things. It's hard to explain. I mean, I guess everybody that's a human understands this is what human life is like. It's like you just have these desires building up inside of you, and you're just always thinking like, your next thought is like, well, okay, how do I get that? Right? And it's like, do I go shopping? Will that be something that will satisfy me? Like shit like that. Like, do I want to watch this or that? It's just like, or I want to, like, just the desire to interact with things. It's just a very human thing, and I don't really have it anymore. I really don't. It's like I have to summon the will to interact with anything. I don't have those impulses welling up inside of me like I used to, back when I lived in Kansas. And I remember it stopped very suddenly, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck do I do? This is the first time I haven't had like all of these impulses welling up within me as a guideline. But I guess I've gotten used to it, but I don't know, it's just a kind of clarity, I suppose, because I just don't have all this shit bubbling up inside of me. It's hard to explain. It's like if you're a human, like you should understand what I'm talking about, where it's just like, well, I mean, there's just always these things queued up, like the next thing that you want. And it's like you're formulating a plan to get it. Some people it's like these big long-term things. With me as well as like real short-term things. Like I think we'll buy a gadget and take it apart and dissect it and reassemble it into another gadget. Shit like that. Impulses. I mean, I can just sit there, just staring for quite a while. If I'm physically comfortable, I don't really need any stimuli whatsoever. Just do 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 do. Da 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 ba do ba do ba do. Oh yeah. So, one of the girls who packs the plates on my line, she's just like ridiculously sexy. She's like 20 years old. She's African, and it's she's got like a hyper hourglass figure. She's like who Baby Got Back was written about. So today she's like asking me if I want to ask if I want to marry her, and I'm like, I know she's joking. I don't know how to interpret this. She's always a little flirty with me. Fuck, she might need it for a green card for real. I don't know. But again, I have no impulses. I can observe that, mathematically speaking, she's like ridiculously sexy from, just the numbers of the curves and shit. But it's like I don't want to do anything with that. It's just interesting to see someone so sexy where I work. It's like it's fascinating. It's like I feel like that's wasted, especially with me. Sorry, Buffy's on. Like I'm way too old for you. 43, you're like 20, and she's like, yes, I am 20. I ever tell you that I'm really good at guessing people's ages? It's always whatever I think it is. Like exactly. So I mean, like if a woman asks like how old she looks, I always like just make it like 3 years younger than her actual age, cause I want to flatter her, but not too much. Anyway, I'm gonna keep watching this Buffy. You have a nice night.